Hey guys, James Vandenberg here with the Antler Athlete. Tonight we're going to do a test to test out some fletching configurations. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to 60 yards and we're going to shoot a 4-fletch setup versus a 3-fletch setup. Both of these setups are the AAE Plastifletch Elite. They're 3-inch vanes, low profile. I shot all 4-fletch last year. Gonna test it against some 3-fletch this year. We're gonna be shooting a Slick Trick Standard. That's my go-to fixed blade head. And the whole reason we're doing this is we wanna see how these different fletching configurations change our flight with a fixed blade broadhead. In general, to shoot a fixed blade broadhead, or actually shooting in general, you wanna shoot the least amount of fletching that will still control your arrow. Obviously, the more you put on the front, the more you need it to steer in the back. And so obviously 4 fletchings steers more than 3 fletchings, which would steer more than 3 fletchings with all short vanes. The smaller the vanes, the less steering. So the idea is the quicker an arrow loses speed, the quicker it loses accuracy. So what we're going to try to do tonight is we want to identify which one of these fletching setups is going to control our fixed blade broadhead enough, but also allow it to do us with the least amount of fletchings. In other words, we hope that the 3-fletch setup tonight will fly just as good as the 4-fletch setup, because in general that is going to have less drag, which means it's going to lose speed at a lesser rate than a 4-fletched arrow. We're going to be shooting these with Victory 300 Rips, the Elites. It's a 300 spine, 436 grain arrow. We got a stainless steel shock insert up front that's 60 grains weighted forward. So with the head, we're going to be shooting about 160 grains up front. There's a killer setup. Going to be shooting a Halon at 70 pounds. I got new strings on there, but we're not as worried about where the arrow hits as much as how these arrows group, whether they group vertical, whether they group horizontal, or if they group really tight. So we're going to go ahead and shoot. We're going to shoot the 3 fletches first, shoot 6 or 7 rounds, show you some of those groups, then shoot the 4 fletches, and we'll talk here and see how they fly. 60 yards, gonna start here with the 3 fletching configurations, see how they fly. Hey, no, 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 hey, no, no, no. Okay guys, just shot 10 arrows with that 3-fletch setup. Really didn't group that good. A lot of horizontal spacing. Obviously there's human error in this as well at 60 yards, but a lot of horizontal spacing on the target. We're gonna take these same 2 broadheads, throw them on our 4-fletch arrows, and see if that doesn't bring these groups together. Hey, no, no, no. Hey, no. No, no, hey, no, 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 hey, hey, no, hey, no, 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 hey, no, no, no. Okay guys, well that turned out to be a great test because I think we definitely saw a difference, and as you watch that film I think you're going to see it as well. These 4 fletches definitely shot tighter groups as a whole. Like I said at the beginning, we weren't looking for what hits the bullseye. Quite frankly, I just put on Winner's Choice strings. I just got it tuned the other day. I haven't really sighted in, but I knew I was close. And what I really just wanted to see was where those arrows grouped and how they grouped in relation to each other. And we took the exact same 2 broadheads on the exact arrows with the same front of center, and all the difference was a 4 fletch versus a 3 fletch. And as soon as we went to that 4 fletch, that group tightened up a lot. It's not completely dialed in yet, but I think that was clear visual evidence that for this setup, at 71 pounds with this string, with this bro, with this amount of torque, shooting this arrow to fly this broadhead, this 4 fletch is gonna be my best bet going forward this fall. So I'm glad there was a difference. I figured there would be, but you never really know, I guess. And I was kind of hoping I could shoot the 3 fletch if they would group good enough, but clearly it's gonna take a 4 fletch to steer this broadhead. I'm totally fine with that. This is the same setup I shot last year. Was really happy with it, and it looks like going forward, I'll be shooting that same setup this year. So thanks for tuning in. Any questions, fire them away. I'm far from an expert. I'm not a professional shooter. A lot of that's human error, but I think it's pretty visible to see those grouping differences. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Test it out on your rig. See what fletching works best. Have a good one.
Yeah, no, no.